What's up guys, I'm Clay Cook and I'm here in my downtown studio in Louisville, Kentucky. I wanted to go over a few things today, but most importantly I wanted to show off my new portfolio from Wonderful Machine and Muhlenberg Designs. I spent over 2 years building this portfolio in its actual tangible form. I spent my entire career building the actual content of the portfolio. Now this is the second portfolio I've had. My first portfolio consisted of just a plastic book with plastic sleeves that I slid metallic prints inside. But this one was something on another level. So this is my book. As you can see, it's an 11 by 17 slipcase style portfolio. This is created by Scott Muhlenberg with Muhlenberg Designs. And he puts a lot of time into each one of his portfolio books. This is actually the slipcase, which is covered in this black Aristox fabric. The white logo on the center is embossed, meaning it has texture to it, and is embossed with a magnesium dye. But this is only the outer shell. The inner shell is this, and this is also covered with this white Aristox fabric. It's like a white cloth. It's the same thing on the slipcover. We have a magnesium dyed embossed logo on the front here, which again is leveled so it has this texture to it. On the inside, once we open the portfolio book, there's this white transparent cover sheet, another logo with my contact information on the bottom. And then as we flip through, we then have my portfolio in full. The portfolio in full contains about 60 of my best photographs, which are separated here in this 11 by 17 Moab paper. The Moab paper is actually a non-glossy, so it's a very flat style of paper, so there's no shine on this paper. All these prints are held together with a hidden screw binding, so that it makes it easier to switch out prints whenever I want. So as you know, as a photographer, we're constantly shooting, so it's important that I constantly change this portfolio with the most updated and most recent photographs. Generally, I change this portfolio out about once a quarter. So it's important to remember that before we actually printed the portfolio, we went through a full edit of all of my photographs I've ever taken. And so this portfolio flows by color, it flows by subject matter, and it also flows by style. You got to keep in mind the actual flow of all the images play a huge role in how people will judge your work from an overall standpoint. So when picking out your print portfolio and the style of your print portfolio, remember that the colors of your slipcase and the actual book itself plays a huge role in your overall brand. So in my case, I chose black and white because I like that it's simple and it looks expensive. So the biggest question you might ask is why is it so important to have a print portfolio? But I truly believe there's something boutique, there's something elegant about print portfolios, and I think it can really make an impact when you're doing portfolio reviews or sending this portfolio out. Now, I don't often have this portfolio in hand. It's often with several different agencies, several different consulting firms that do distribute this portfolio to potential clientele. So I've been a photographer for roughly 6 years now. And it's not until within the past 2 years that I finally decided to make this level of print portfolio. And I think if you're wondering, should you have a print portfolio? You really need to analyze your own work and make sure that you're at a level of where you want to be. If you've been shooting for a while, shooting for a long time, and you have some really good substantial work, I think it's a good time to start working towards a book like this. And I wanted to say thanks to Wonderful Machine and Scott Muhlenberg with Muhlenberg Designs for helping me through this process and making it super easy. If you want to know more, check out my blog, clay-cook.com. Thanks again.